President Trump walking back his comments about the far-right group, the Proud Boys, last night. Here's what he told reporters this afternoon.
I don't know who the Proud Boys are. I mean, you'll have to give me a definition because I really don't know who they are. I can only say they have to stand down, let law enforcement do their work. Law enforcement will do the work more and more. As people see how bad this radical liberal Democrat movement is and how weak, the law enforcement's going to come back stronger and stronger. But again, I don't know who Proud Boys are, but whoever they are, they have to stand down, let law enforcement do their work.
NBC News reporter Ben Collins joining me now. Ben, in spite of the fact that the president saying now that he doesn't know who the Proud Boys are, you have new reporting that the Proud Boys are celebrating after Trump's debate call out. Tell us how the president's comments of stand back, stand by are energizing this far-right extremist group.
Yeah, they are. This is the best day of their lives. They have been waiting for this for 4 years since they began as an organization to get tacit approval from the government to go and fight the people that they want to fight. Part of initiation of being a Proud Boy, the fourth step, the very last step, is to go commit violence on behalf of the cause. And their cause is to go and fight back against people who don't like their mission, which is, what they call Western chauvinism. Basically, the white and male establishment that built this country in their eyes shouldn't be messed with. And they view Donald Trump as sort of a savior in this mission. To hear their name come out of Donald Trump's mouth in such a public way, to them, that was an enormous victory, and they spent all day celebrating it.
Ben, are you hearing, is it only the Proud Boys? Are you hearing more reaction from other extremist groups today?
Yeah, it's all over the web. Neo-Nazi groups are also really into this today. They say that this is, the call for the civil war that they've been wanting for a long period of time. So it's not this larger strategy to invoke a civil war that they have wanted for a while. The Daily Stormer, which is one of the biggest white nationalist publications in the world, said, we were wavering in Donald Trump, but not anymore. He wants the civil war to come, and now we have to step up.
All right, so Ben, let's even just say that the president is correct here, that he doesn't know who the Proud Boys are. FBI Director Christopher Wray has warned about white supremacist violence making up the majority of domestic terrorism. Even if unintentionally, could the president's comments here be interpreted as marching orders that could actually lead to violence?
Well, they're being interpreted as marching orders by the people who would march down the street. It's frankly implausible, if not impossible, that the president doesn't know who the Proud Boys are and all this stuff. This is what he said about David Duke 4 years ago. He doesn't know who David Duke is and all this stuff. It's just not really possible. It's also a national security issue. The #1 domestic terror problem in this country over the last 3 years, in terms of just sheer numbers, in terms of murder and damage and violence done, that's from white nationalists. This is a national security issue if you don't know one of the leading organizations that's affiliated with this movement and trying to coalesce all of these other militias as part of the white nationalist movement, too. That's what they've been doing when they've been going to these protests in places like Portland and Kenosha. They've been trying to sort of bring them all together so they can fight back about people that they believe to be Antifa. So, if he doesn't know who the Proud Boys are, that's kind of incredible. That is a tremendous national security failure on behalf of the president.
All right, you said Antifa. I want to play an exchange from the debate last night on Antifa.
His own
This is a
FBI director
This
said
is a left-wing
white supremacist. Antifa's an idea, not an organization.
Oh, you got it.
Not militia. That's what his FBI director said.
Well, then you know what?
No, we're done, sir. We're moving on to the next. We're moving
to your administration. That's not an idea.
Everybody in your administration tells you the truth has a bad idea.
Can I tell you what?
You have no ideas.
Antifa is a dangerous
All right,
radical
gentlemen,
group.
we're now moving on to the Trump and Biden records.
They'll overthrow you.
When a president,
Ben, hard to make out a lot of that, but the president calling Antifa a dangerous radical group. Is Antifa that dangerous radical group President Trump says it is? How can you explain this for our viewers who might be a little bit confused, not just by all the talking over each other?
Well, Donald Trump's FBI director is correct. it is, in fact, an ideology and not a specific group of people that meet up and have meetings and all this other stuff. A lot of white nationalist groups do meet up and have meetings and talk through strategy and stuff. Antifa isn't like that. It's like a guidebook for radicals, which can, by the way, be extremely violent and bad, as the president said. You know, a lot of Antifa members or people who, you know, ascribe themselves to that ideology are leaning towards violence in a lot of cases. However, it's just not organized in the way that white supremacy is. And the FBI director has said that for that reason. You know, this is a burgeoning threat where people are organizing on the internet, using the tools of the internet, using algorithms to target more people that they believe can be part of their movement and expand it from there. You know, I lived through last summer. I remember waking up every weekend and wondering if a white supremacist was going to shoot up a mall. I remember like the sinking feeling in my heart, having to go to 4chan and 8chan and looking through just piles of white supremacy over and over to finally find a manifesto that's been posted by a white nationalist telling other people to take up arms. I know that this is real. I've seen it. I've seen some horrific stuff. You know, the fact that the president can't even bring himself to denounce that is really something else.
Yeah, Ben, I know you look at this stuff. Dystopia is your beat. You are looking at this all day long. No easy job. Thank you so much for coming on today to talk to us and help clear up the conversation from last night. Appreciate it.
Cool. Thank you, Allison.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.